Hey guys, and welcome to my new guide for Jax. In this guide, I will teach you guys the combos, the best runes, the build, skill order, and summoner spells, as well as an entire educational gameplay where I teach you guys the entire early game, the mid game, and then also the late game. Now let's get started with the runes first. Jax uses two different kind of rune pages, and the first one is Lethal Tempo with Alacrity. If you want great all-in power for fights and you think you won't trade as much, Lethal Tempo with Alacrity is going to be your main choice. Especially if you build on-hit items in your build, it's going to make you so strong with this rune page. The second option is Lethal Tempo with Haste. Haste allows you to get your abilities back up faster, which makes it a much better option for short trades during the laning phase. As for the second tree, you always want to take Bone Plating with Overgrowth versus melee matchups. Bone Plating makes you a lot stronger in 1v1s, and Overgrowth allows you to scale stronger towards the mid-late game. The second option is Second Wind with Overgrowth. Second Wind allows you to heal every time you get hit, and this makes it the perfect option versus ranged matchups. The next rune page is Grass with Bone Plating, Biscuits, and Cosmic in the second page. This is currently the new meta rune page for Jax, and it's great for trading early, split pushing, and scaling to the late game. You want to use this page versus melee matchups only. The next rune page is exactly the same, however this time we have Second Wind again, and you only want to run this page versus ranged matchups. For the bonus stats, you always want to run 1 point into Adaptive, 1 point into attack speed, and then another point into HP scaling. Now let's talk about the builds for Jax next. For the starter items, you always want to take a Dawn Shield versus ranged matchups for healing, otherwise you always want to take a Dawn's Blade instead. For the boots, Lucidity Boots is the best for snowballing, Steel Caps versus auto attack based champions or full AD teams, and Mercs is very good versus heavy AP or when they have a ton of CC. For the builds, Trinity, Sundered Sky into Zania, and Unending is currently the new meta build for Jax. I highly recommend the Grass page with Biscuits Cosmic if you plan to use this build. This item set is consistently very good versus everything, and it's especially good for team fighting and when you are playing for the front line. The second build is Trinity with Titanic Hydra, Hullbreaker, and also Shojin. This is easily the best build for split pushing, and I highly recommend it if team fighting is not an option. The third build is my personal favorite one. It's Blade into Titanic Hydra, Trinity, and Sundered Sky. This build makes you really strong in 1v1s. It also counters tanks very easily, and it's a very well balanced build for split pushing and for team fights. There's also a few situational items for Jax. Iceborne is an alternative tanky item for Trinity. Wit's End is used to counter AP and heavy CC. Swiftness is used only to counter slows. And Death Sense and Maul and Frozen Heart are all great choices too. If you want all these builds into one entire item set, I've made one for you guys and I've shared it on my Discord server. Make sure to check it out after the video. For the skill order of Jax, you always want to go with the W max, then Q, and then E. This is great for chasing enemies as it will reduce the cooldown of your Q. If you play against auto attack based champions, you can also decide to go for the W max, then into E, and then into Q. This is a great alternative option. For the summoner spells, Ignite Flash is always used for snowballing in the early game. TP and Flash is perfect for the standard playstyle with a very strong mid-late game. And TP with Ghost is used for a safe early game while also being able to play aggressive in the early game with Ghost. This option allows you to chase enemies very easily. Now let's talk about the combos for Jax next. The first and most important combo for Jax is the Q into auto attack and then W after. The auto attack in your combo is super important because this adds way more damage to your combo. The second combo is Q with E and then auto with W after. This is the exact same combo like before, but this time you also add E into your combo, which makes the all-in combo even stronger. The third combo is Q auto and then Titanic Hydra with W after. This is an insanely good combo to use, and it's also the main reason why I love building Titanic Hydra specifically. Now let's get into an educational gameplay, and I will teach you guys exactly on how to play the early game for Jax, as well as the mid game and also the late game. Alright guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today once again playing some Jax top lane. We're running into the Garen matchup today. And for runes, we got the Lethal Tempo page. Instead of the Grasp, we've got Triumph, we've got Alacrity, we've got Last Hand, Bone Plating, and then we're also running Overgrowth. Now, this is technically a matchup where where you can definitely go Grasp, go for like tons of short trades and all ends. We're choosing to go Lethal Tempo this game because I'm going to be going for my personal favorite build. We're going to be going for the Blade into Titanic Hydra build and then into Trinity 3rd. And if you go for Lethal Tempo and you take the Blade build, you're going to get some serious, like, insanely strong all-ins. Much better than the other version of rune pages and builds combined. I love the Lethal Tempo / Blade build. Now, this is a matchup you can, in theory, fight level 1 very easily. But it's also a matchup where you can easily chill out. Wait for level 3. Kind of depends on the jungle pathing as well. We'll thin this out. We've got Nunu in the camp. I think he might be pathing top, but he already has a ward, so let's see how that goes. Try and get level 3 right here. Okay. Nice. Positioning myself more to the left side. Very good. So, the most important thing I can tell you straight up, if you ever decide to all in like that, and you know it's going to be a kill guaranteed, it's always better to position yourself on the left side of the direction. So basically the direction he's going to run into for safety. If the tower from his is on like the right side, you're going to move to the right side, but if it's on the left side, you move to the left. So the tower's here, you're going to try and move towards that direction, and you do that because it shortens the range. When he flashes away, you have a much more likely chance you get to chase him down, basically. Let's go for... I'm going to choose to go for a pickaxe right here. Now, as for the build, you can also get away going Trinity easily, by the way. Like, Trinity is by far the best item on Jax at the moment. But in lots of matchups, like, for example, the Garen matchup, you can also easily get away with the Blade build. And then you can go either Titanic Hydra afterwards for my build, or you can go into Trinity for the second item. They both work surprisingly well. Alright, again, we're going to be a bit careful about how we trade right now, because the wave is a little bit massive. If I were to go for trading right now, the wave would start focusing me, and I could block to some extent. I've got my E, but it's better if I just play this part out safely. This is a matchup that I basically outscale for free as soon as I get my ultimate. If I go for the setup that I have now, Lethal Tempo with the Blade build will outscale the Garen. And I'm going to position myself on the left side. And we got him. Good. Now we push. We just push it as hard as we can. Wait, let's pick that up. Alright, we're gonna be going back here. We decide to build into a recurve bow for the next one for better all-ins. Let's grab it. And then we're gonna go for the refillable. Okay, and let's make it back again. The good thing about actually killing your opponent in the early game is that the wave is going to also bounce into your direction as well. So if you push it on our tower, you're getting your items, all that stuff, it will push into your direction. And that is very good because we currently already have like a level lead and we also have more items than Garen. The only difference is that Garen is building towards boots, and building boots early game gives him like a slightly bigger advantage. But as soon as we complete our blade build, so we complete our first item without purchasing boots, that's where we will take like a massive massive turn. That's where we actually start like outscaling it very hard. A complete item will always beat boots all the time, regardless of champion. Wait. This will be a risky all-in, because I'm taking a lot of damage from the wave before. Let's walk back. Now we're gonna push this out. This was a very risky fight, because I've taken like a bunch of damage from the wave itself when I engaged. Felt very confident about it. I think he also pressed Ignite, so he doesn't have that next time, which means I get to win even harder next time. Okay, and we go back to base right here. Hopefully he's not going to cancel my backport, but there's a high chance that he will. Guess we've got lucky today. Let's run back to lane a little bit faster. I'm not going to wait for my mana to come back right now, because the longer I wait to get back to the lane, the more farm I'm going to lose, the more plates Garen is going to get too. So it's actually two things in one. We can't afford to wait in the base. We have to speedrun back fast. So I'm going to try to minimize the amount of abilities I use right now, just get my mana back real quick, because you obviously don't want to have like too low mana. I'm gonna choose to go for the Q max. Typically on Jax you go WE max and then Q last, but for this match, if you go for the Q max, you also reduce the cooldown from your Q, and that's precisely why I'm putting points in it. That allows me to chase down Garen better towards the mid game. The best part is that I still have my Counter-Strike. I think I might just re-engage again. I don't mind to get ganked right now by Rengar if it happens, because I think I can win 1 versus 2 anyway. Just need a bit more to get Blade built. We're not that far away anymore from getting the item. So now we can just chill around for a bit. Wait, I'm gonna stay here. Gotta see if the E shows up. Doesn't seem like it. I think I might just go for a plate, because I'm still a little bit too much gold away from getting my item, and it's not worth... I don't know, I'm gonna check it out if I can get it. Yep. Okay, now we just need to collect the wave, so I'm gonna cast my revealable potion right here, just for some HP. We shove this in, we get my item, and then we officially outscale the matchup. Like, damage-wise, it is going to be a completely different world right now. Believe me on that when I say it. But I don't think we can yet, because this guy seems to be forcing this stuff out. Aha, we're being ganked. Rengar was up here. At least Rengar didn't get anything from me. So the problem right now was that Garen was consistently trying to push down the wave. The thing is that I can, in theory, stay under tower the entire time with the very few HP and mana I had left. Problem with that is that Garen had full control of the laning phase. He's got a passive that heals him constantly. And if Rengar comes in and ganks my lane, which happened by the way, they could in theory also dive me under tower, and there would be no chance of me surviving at all. So it was a bit of a complicated situation. If Nunu was pathing top at the time, I didn't have to do anything. It would basically fix itself. But yeah, it was a tough one. It was a tough one. Let's slow push the wave. We've got the blade build now, so we're in a completely different world. Now we just stay very patient. We wait for the Garen to come back. Yeah, let's go in. So he survived with the flash. Yep, we're getting the plates. It's good news. Nice. And we just had to go back. Alright, now we have a tough choice to make. Realistically, Trinity is a better item for direct 1v1s than Titanic Hydra would be if I were to build into it. Now, I am going to build Titanic Hydra anyways, because I'm gonna try to push down top lane using the AoE damage, and then try and see if I can rotate off different lanes. So it's not just going to be for 1v1 and Garen. It's not precisely why I'm building it. I'm actually just choosing to use that build to shut down lanes very hard, and then eventually like have the item being able to like have the auto reset during the combo. So that's eventually what you can do if you complete the item into Titanic Hydra. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. Nobody's here. Let's just push this out. So now we just get into a situation where we're likely just gonna like hard push every single time. I think I'm being ganked right now. Garen does not randomly just start like walking through a tri-bush. That's just very unlikely. Okay, we officially got my item right now. Seems like Garen is probably going to go mid lane for Yone. So do keep that in mind if you ever decide to go like for the build. If you really think that you're going to have a bad time in the lane, you think that mid game is going to be very rough, I would suggest going for Trinity faster. So you go Trinity second. Always a reason to keep on keeping on. It just does a better job. But AoE second item is fantastic, man. I love that stuff. It just changes the game dramatically if you have AoE. First line of defense. Not gonna fight Garen right now. There could be a Rengar, so we're just gonna choose to play it safe. I want to chase down the mid laner, but again, just a terrible idea. By the time that I make it, he's going to be like bot lane or something. It's not a good idea. Very good. That's going to get under tower again. I don't see a Rengar too often this game. So far, I would like to go for jungle camps. Just going to do it. See a Rengar now. Let's pick this up. Lost my cannon. Fantastic. Okay. He apparently wanted to give that to me. The blue is spawning in a little bit, and I'm trying to obtain it too.
The end of the world isn't gonna stop itself.
I don't think I can. I think Rengar's on the way now. Yeah, so I technically I shouldn't have been this low. So I saw the play happening like long beforehand. There could have been like a different situation too. I could have cast my R way sooner, and it would have cost me to kill that Rengar way sooner too. But my jungler also did not notice what was going on. I actually pinged that Rengar was on the way there. So it could have been definitely like more of a clean fight. I would never be so low like this. Yeah, regardless, we still won that stuff. We're gonna go bot lane next. Top lane, don't quite have a reason to do that because we already have ADC there. I'll just let him ping. I'll just ping the bot lane to go back there because I'm going bot lane instead. I don't think this guy really wants this, but I don't know. Sure, I'll take it, man. He went for tower, you know, I get him down, I get to shove this out, so, I mean, I'll take this any day, man. Sure. We've already got the first tower, so. There's more stuff I can get here. Nice. Next wave should arrive. Could try and take the ADC out. Okay, seems like he's gone. I think they know. I've got to walk out early. There's a good chance there's more people involved. So we've got to be careful about the play here. Noon is fighting. He's in a terrible position. Ah, it's like 2 other people chasing us down, so it's not really a good idea. I'll take it. Okay. And Dragon is technically secured right now. Technically should be. I will still go back. I have no mana. Prefer going back first. Let's go for this. Let's go for the attack speed now. We still don't actually have any boots. We're still running on the first one, but that's fine, whatever. Rengar's top lane, so there's no reason for me to go Dragon. Dragon is already secured because we go jungle. Taking it.
Felt lost before, but you know, I never felt defeated.
And this thing is also alive right now. Nice, solid. Goodbye. Let's push down the next wave. Let's get the jungle camp included. Then we take mid lane, we take everything there. We probably get trendy afterwards because we need like 200 more. We're kind of just chilling at this point for a little while because we got my bot laners chilling here. There's not really any objective, so it's hardly anything to do. I'll just patiently wait for my teammates to arrive. We need to collect this thing now. It's very important. We have all pressure in every single lane. Okay. The next item we will go afterwards is going to be a Sundered Sky. And then the final item is technically Shojin. Can also... It really depends. You can also go for Starrick's Cage. You have like a few options. It's very situational. Don't know what that guy's up to. I think he went back. I don't see the Rengar too often this game. This guy's like farming mostly, which surprises me. The reason why I like the Titanic Hydra build so much is because I can also use it during the combo, so we get some really solid combos in. As you can see. You can use the Titanic Hydra as like an auto attack reset. So it makes up for some really good combos. And it also makes you tanky at the same time. Lots of reasons. I really want to get this thing eventually. Yeah, we can just start it out. Actually, my teammates respond to it. Especially you have like 3 dragons. I don't see a reason to ignore this. Nice. Yep. And we're gonna go top lane. Oh yeah, wait, gotta collect these real fast. I don't want my whole team to get it. I want some too. All right, top lane. Wait, Rengar's in mid. He's just outside range. I was gonna jump on him and try and delete him. I'm just staying outside of tower range because I don't tank up the tower for no reason. Very nice. That means just top side for the inhib and the bottom one. Yep. And now just the bottom one, and that's it. Probably not even the flash needed. Yeah, let's get the bottom tower. Got them all. We take Dragon, we then take Baron, and then the game will end. There's nothing they can do. Alright. Yeah, I'm selling the Dorn's Blade. And they go for a surrender. Well, this game was definitely over. No doubt about it. These guys had no chance. We were about to get Baron buff, and that's where the game would end. Yeah. This is Jack's top lane. Thanks so much for watching to this Jack's video. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.